So as we continue to prepare our hearts for our great celebration of the Lord's resurrection, let's take a look at the readings that will be used on Easter Sunday. Our first reading comes from chapter 10 of Acts, and it is the last of 3 sermons that Peter gives in the book of Acts. And this one is special because he's addressing Cornelius and his household. Cornelius is a Roman centurion, a Gentile. And this marks the first time that Peter and the apostles are preaching to the Gentiles, right? Showing that the message that the Lord is risen is for everyone. They're going out and proclaiming it to all the nations. Particularly here on Easter Sunday, all should hear the good news that Christ indeed is risen. Our second reading, right, we have choices here. We can either read from Paul's letter to the Colossians or from his first letter to the Corinthians. And both choices echo the preaching of Peter reported in the first reading, right? Both center on that change that comes about because of the resurrection, the change in ourselves as we die with Christ and rise with Christ to a new life. It is a transformation that demands living in accord with the new life and forgoing the sins of the old. And our gospel also has choices. During the day, we can read either John's account or Luke's account of the discovery of the empty tomb. In Luke's account, the angels appear and announce the risen Lord. In John's account, right, Peter and John go into the tomb, but are left confused, seeing that empty tomb. They don't totally understand. John is trying to point out that just our observations, the things we see aren't enough, that we need to go further in our belief and growing there in that faith. In the evening, we can read Luke's account of the disciples encountering the risen Christ on the road to Emmaus, which occurred on that first Sunday Easter evening, right, when the Lord appeared to them after his resurrection. As we approach this great celebration of the resurrection of the Lord, let us continue to prepare our hearts to die with Christ and rise with Christ to a new life.